Welcome to the demo scene for the low poly Birdie character. This is a low poly version of our latest high fidelity character, Birdie. And we've got a lot going on here, so let's get right into it. We have a bunch of texture sets. Now these texture sets come with the model. They use our color shifter object, which is very easy to create your own color sets. Each one of these different colors that you see here, and we can actually start with the rainbow ones. Each one of these different colors here you can customize yourself. There's actually a few more options that aren't shown here. I'm matching a lot of the body colors to be the same, but there are more options than shown here. So you can get a whole lot of different looks out of the character for your game and your style, and to create different characters of different types for whatever purposes you like. We also have the ability to mesh morph. So this uses blend shapes to create a whole bunch of new looks just by making the mesh itself change. This is something you can randomize at runtime. You can preset to be very specific values. You can set at runtime. You can grow it over time, as you see here, or shrink things over time. So there's buff and debuff options during runtime for you as well, if you so choose. Of course, this super random button, which you saw earlier, just does a random texture with the mesh morphing, so you can get a sense for the breadth of different birdies you can make with this package. So let's check out our animations. We have our got hit directional. This is something you can use right away. There's a script. You just pass in the object or the transform of what is doing the hitting, and the system will automatically blend between multiple got hits so that the character looks like it's being hit from a specific direction rather than the same got hit regardless of which direction it gets hit from. So that's a cool little feature. We've got a bunch of locomotions here. We can walk backwards, always a good thing to be able to do. And of course we can also walk forward, also a good thing. And then we can run, and the run is a great little galloping run for the Birdie character. And with all of these, Birdie does fly, and so we have the ability to go into the air. We can go back to the ground, and from the walking we can also go into the air, and we can go back into the ground. And when we are in idle, we can also go straight into the air and then land from that state as well. Alright, let me just back him up just a little bit. Alright, so let's check out some of these other ground animations. We have the ability to jump up in the air and attack as well. 1, 2, and 3 different attacks with the 2 claws and the face. A dodge where he just quickly dodges backwards. An idle break. Break up the monotony of an idle loop. You also have this taunt animation. Could be used for a magic spell as well. We'll show the death in a second. This is a regular got hit. If you just want to not blend, you can just do one of the got hits. This new trigger is just a random button that shouldn't be there. And then we have a combo attack where we just put the 3 attacks together. No big deal there, just 3 different animations back to back. And here is the death for the ground, where he just gets killed. Poor little Birdie. There it is. So jumps right back up to life though, and he goes into the air. And so now in the air, as we saw earlier, we do have these same animations. We can go forward, we can go backwards. There's a lot of options when we're flying. We can also go strafing, by the way. Did you know that? Didn't show that for the ground, but strafes on the ground as well. And then we don't do jumping in the air because we're already in the air, but we can attack in the air. We got the same 3 different attacks. This one doesn't use a beak, it's just a very big swipe. Dodge backwards, and an idle break for the air as well. A taunt, got hit, new trigger, and combo attack, and of course death. So you can die while in the air as well. And then we can go back to the ground. Oh, well, now he's flying. I pushed too many buttons. But that's okay. We'll reset when we get to that. Alright, so let's see. This is the strafe left and strafe right while on the ground. And of course, you can blend between these. So you can walk forward and strafe at the same time as well. So there you go. That is the Birdie character, low poly version from Infinity PBR. Let me know what you think, and have a great day. Later.